what's up guys, it is DBZonly01 here, and welcome to a very special Who Would Win, in a sense. Now this is not a proper Who Would Win battle discussion, this is more of a retrospective, or I guess the word I could say is re-evaluation. Now recently, in all my time of doing YouTube videos and watching them, I came across a YouTuber by the name of Crisis, and it turns out I horribly miscalculated how strong Snake is. I thought Snake was only maybe at 400 pounds lifting strength due to the railgun in the 4th game. But oh boy was I wrong. How wrong in fact? Well then, join me on my little journey to go back to the previous fights I put Solid Snake in and tell you how much more different the fight would be now with the new calculations that I not only did myself, but thanks to Crisis on YouTube. Link in the description. But I know what you're thinking. DBZonly, are you doing this all by yourself? Me? By myself? Yeah, name the last time I did that. No, but of course, as always, I'm joined by my good friend, Skyward Mochi.
Hey, what's up, bros? It's me.
Alright, Skyward. Me and you are going to literally go back to the last two fights I had Solid Snake in on my Who Win series. All the way back to Season 1 and his fight against Leon Scott Kennedy.
Sweet, I love Leon.
I love Leon too, so let's go over everything real quick. So, of course, strength. Now guys, if you remember the last time I put Snake's strength at maybe 400 pounds as a benchmark, yeah, I'm horribly wrong about that. Now, almost every Metal Gear fan should or has to know this. Solid Snake is just as good, if not better, than both Big Boss, his father, and Venom Snake, who's the fake Big Boss. Why? Well, here's the reason why. Snake was cloned from Big Boss and trained by the fake. And the fake one was meant to be a replacement of Big Boss and was possibly just as good as he was. So based on that logic, we have Big Boss, the guy who was his replacement and meant to be just as good, who trained the guy who's cloned from the guy he's imitating. Boy, that's a real confusing head scratcher. So,
I know, right?
So avoiding that confusion aside, Snake is comparable to his father, and in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, his father, Big Boss, during the time he was known as Big Boss, well, kinda. Anyway, he, oh boy, is very, very, very strong. How strong? Well, there was a Metal Gear in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker that weighed 500 tons. And not only could he technically lift this thing, he could stop this thing from dropping on him, and essentially crushing him into a pancake. How so? And what was the force that output it? Well, here's what it did. This Metal Gear is able to lift itself using strong, powerful military-grade pistons, and essentially the bottom layer, or the underlayer of this giant tank of a Metal Gear, was essentially 30 feet off the ground. And Big Boss is only 5'10". So, yeah, this is a 500 ton, and this is metric tons by the way. There's no disparity between US and UK. This is literally the metric system right here, so don't get this twisted. So this thing is dropping still 30 feet onto a guy who's 5'10" and only weighs about maybe 220 pounds. And he literally can stop it with almost seemingly minimal effort. And now, I don't know if it was maximum effort or not, but I'm going to say this is his max. And 500 tons dropping 30 feet. Ooh, that's some insane weight. That's that is going to be some insane force. How much force? Well, according to Crisis on YouTube, he said that kind of force would equate to well over 300,000 tons. Imagine having 300,000 tons of pure force dropping on you.
That is crazy, man. How is he not squished?
I have no idea. So based on this logic, Solid Snake, who is cloned from Big Boss and is meant to be better, could pull this off as well. So yeah, that is crazy strong. Now, so his bench strength could be comparable to 500 tons, and his resistance strength is well over 300,000. 300,000 tons! He is essentially lifting a fucking skyscraper over his head.
He is.
Like, seriously, just imagine if the Empire State Building was to fall one day and Snake just stood there and stopped it. People would think, is that Snake or Superman? But then again, if Snake did catch it, technically speaking, due to how gravity works, the top part of the Empire State Building would just fall off, and Snake would only be holding the middle.
Yeah.
Because even though comic books like to show an entire piece of something still staying intact, that's not how physics works. But then again, this is a video game character we're talking about, so physics, yeah, they be damned, and no one should give a shit. So literally, Snake is able to defy the laws of physics. He literally another middle finger to science.
Yeah.
So, Skyward, how strong is Leon by comparison?
Well, Leon's bench strength is at least half a ton. And that's about it. He can lift at least half a ton. And he was able to survive getting smashed into a wall, a giant BOW that can dent and rip steel. Without any injuries, mind you.
That's pretty darn good. Half a ton is equated to 1,000 pounds. Or if I'm not mistaken, 500 kilograms. And being able to survive a hit from a creature that rips through steel like it was his job, Leon has some pretty good durability.
He does.
But his Snake's durability by comparison, which I wasn't wrong about, he survived 3 whole minutes inside of a hallway designed like a giant fucking microwave. And it said in the game that a normal human being's skin would deteriorate within a couple of seconds. But Snake survived the whole 3 minutes. And was still able to fight. How the hell are you able to go through a hallway of microwaves and still fight someone?
I have no idea.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, but Leon is hilariously outclassed in durability and strength.
He is.
Leon would definitely be stronger than the average human, no doubt. But Snake brings a whole new meaning to Super Soldier.
Yep.
Now let's have a look at their speed comparison. I think last time when I did this with Dominic, I think we both agreed that they're both roughly just as fast as each other. But this couldn't be further from the truth, or could it? Snake's running speed can be equated to maybe roughly 50 miles per hour as an average. And Snake is a marathoner, meaning he can keep up this speed for hours on end. So not only is he technically faster than Usain Bolt, he can still keep running longer than he can, to the point where he's basically doing marathons with Mo Farah, the greatest marathoner in the world. Which is just nuts.
I know.
But how fast is Leon at running speed?
He's at normal, like, peak human running speed, but his reaction speed anyway, because he got lasers that moved at the speed of light, his reaction time is better than that.
Oh. Do you think that makes him faster than Snake?
No, because Snake dodged lasers too.
Yep. Military grade lasers, motherfucker. From none other than the big, honking, 550-ton walking nuclear robot himself, Rex. And if you don't believe that, Snake, well then here's something that's going to blow your mind. Snake, as an old man, at the age of technically 70, was able to dodge a fire from a fucking railgun, and a standard railgun can shoot any particle or piece of material at 100 kilometers per second.
Basically hypersonic.
Exactly. Not the character, by the way, the speed measurement. Which is just nuts. And that's when he was technically, biologically, 70 years old. And that's when he was in a weaker state. If this was during his prime, he's bound to be a lot faster.
Yeah.
So the whole dodging light speed thing is not impossible at all. So in terms of reaction speed, both of them are pretty even. But who's going to be winning a foot race between the two of these people?
Definitely Snake.
Yeah, well, Leon's at peak physical, meaning he probably could keep up with Usain Bolt. Snake's already faster than Usain Bolt, and can keep up in a marathon with Mo Farah. So seriously, Snake is literally better than two of the technically best runners in the world.
Damn.
And at 50 miles per hour, he's moving at, and I shit you not, the average speed a car goes on a freaking highway.
Wow.
Can you imagine? You're driving down the highway and you just see a human being running faster than your car.
You don't see that every day.
You'd be there like, what the fuck? So yeah, in terms of a run, in an actual race, Snake's going to win. But in reaction time, these two are actually pretty even. So it's a very, very close point to Snake. Though both the reaction speeds are equally comparable, but Snake's movement and running speed just narrowly beats Leon's.
Yeah.
Not too bad, Leon. You got some speed on you there, brother. But let's have a look at everything else. Comparing their equipment. Snake's standard Solcom pistol is incredibly strong. It shoots 2 times more powerful than the standard 9mm. And it comes equipped with a laser scope and a flashlight. And has a bullet capacity of up to, and I shit you not, 25 bullets. So yeah, that's a pretty good gun. No, Snake's also sidearm is his stun knife, a literal knife that acts like a taser. Imagine being stabbed in the chest and then being shocked by over 10,000 volts.
Ultimate failure.
Like seriously. Not to mention one of Snake's possible best pieces of equipment, his solid eye. which is eternally connected to his radar. It gives him sonar vision, which allows him to hear and detect where his opponents are. Soliton radar, which allows him to see his opponent's field of view. He has a zoom function, night vision, heat vision. He can detect people's emotional state through their sweat and heartbeat. Yeah, and also he can hear people's heartbeats. Who the hell is he, Daredevil?
Right.
And also his best form of stealth, his Octo Camo suit, which literally not only lets him look invisible by reflecting the light around him and perfectly adapting to environments, he is invisible to infrared. Literally, infrared cameras cannot see him.
He can't even be seen night vision.
Exactly. The only thing that could be seen is maybe his footsteps, and that's it.
Yeah.
But by the time you've tracked down where his footsteps are, Snake is already behind you pointing a gun at your head.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Snake is able to trick people just by being inside of a cardboard box. How are you so stupid that you are tricked by a moving cardboard box?
I don't know.
It makes no sense, but damn it, the Snake pull it off. So what equipment does Leon have that could somehow compare to this?
Ooh, I don't know about that, man. All he has is a bulletproof vest, his standard silver ghost pistol, a Magnum, 45 caliber, and a knife.
Oof. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's gonna do too good against Snake. Especially seeing how Snake is comfortable with any weapon he picks up. So if Leon drops his gun, Snake can easily pick it up and use it against him.
Yep.
Literally, he's comfortable with any gun he picks up. Not to mention, sure, Leon's knife could possibly be a little bit longer than Snake's. Do not take that out of context, I swear to God. But Snake literally acts like a taser. So if the two of them did a knife clash, Snake only has to press a button and Leon's gonna get electrically shocked.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to, hit him on his body. The electric current could strike him from where their blades touch.
Exactly. Not to mention, sure, what about grenades? Well, Leon's grenades are standard, incendiary, and flash, whereas Snake also has standard, flash, and something known as a chaff grenade, which literally disables electronics for a short period of time. So that means Leon cannot use any form of electronical equipment.
Yeah.
Which means he can't use his electronical map, and he can't radio in for Hunnigan. Whereas Snake has used a chaff grenade and is still able to contact Otacon, thanks to the Codex.
Yeah, the Codex has never been hacked into.
I wouldn't say never, but it's really, really hard to.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, in order to contact people through Codex, you need to use what's known as burst transmission. Normal transmissions use radio waves, but burst transmission basically uses was essentially like an explosive sound wave to contact people. So yeah. So literally based on strength, equipment, durability. Oh, and here's the best part. Martial arts. What does Leon know?
I think Leon knows basic combat training, and he's really good with his knife.
Yeah, that's not bad. But Snake has knowledge of over 21 different martial arts and has mastered 5 of them. His skills are partitioned in Jiu-Jitsu with his grappling ability, Taekwondo with his roundhouse kicking, boxing with his strong punches, and he is also a master in Judo.
Damn.
And not to mention, he has military-grade levels of skill with his knife too.
I see.
So, yeah. So, strength, equipment, durability, martial arts. Yeah, I think this is pretty clear-cut, don't you?
Yeah, I think so too.
While Leon is pretty fast and has some decent weaponry, he has never faced someone like Snake.
I don't think so.
So while I wasn't wrong that Snake would win against Leon, my calculations for him were a little bit off. So now not only does Snake win easier, he almost wins by a technical line slide. The only way Snake doesn't win is because Leon's reaction time is just as good as his. Which, I gotta give it to Leon. Being able to have the same reaction time as someone who's stronger than you and has better equipment, that's not a small feat.
It isn't.
That's like literally being able to react to Batman.
Yeah.
You know, the guy who's literally a walking utility belt.
Yeah, he is.
Speaking of utility belts, let's move on to Season 2 with Snake's second contender, Deathstroke. Last time, these two were pretty darn close, but now that might not be so true.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Last time it was literally almost technically a draw, but now it turns out Snake's not weaker than Deathstroke. He's actually a lot stronger. Last time, Deathstroke could punch with 2 tons of force. That's good and all, but if you want to know what striking strength Snake has, he can match the strength of Ocelot, who is able to literally dent the metal of Metal Gear Arsenal. And to know how strong and dense the metal of Metal Gear Arsenal is, it can literally take the ammunition round from a US military battleship, and the standard cannon on a US battleship is the US Tomahawk, which shoots a caliber round which can create a crater on the ground that goes up to 20 feet, or essentially blow up an entire house. So these things are powerful enough to destroy buildings, and they don't even make a dent on Metal Gear Arsenal. But who does? Oh, a punch from fucking Ocelot. And Snake is literally matching his blows and taking them to his fucking face. So literally, Snake is able to output building level punches.
God damn.
He has a punch that could decimate buildings. Like, Lord have mercy. When the hell did Solid Snake become fucking Kenshiro?
I don't know, man.
So yeah. So I'm sorry for you DC fans out there, but yeah, Deathstroke's no longer stronger than Snake. Snake is way stronger than him by a literal landslide.
Yep.
And now let's compare their speed. Last time, I think we said they're kind of even? But let's have a relook. Snake's speed, again, is 50 miles per hour when he's running, and his reaction speed is literally light speed.
Yeah.
So how fast is Deathstroke by comparison?
He can outrun bullets, can be able to react fast 9 times faster than a normal man.
That's pretty good. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the average human reaction is difficult to put precisely. But according to a scientific news article, the average human being can react, even though they have a literally only 1 in 3 chance of surviving an encounter with a speeding car, can react to a car moving over 100 miles per hour.
Damn.
And that's an average human. Deathstroke used to be a soldier before he got his little boost upgrade. And military soldiers are meant to be way better than average people. So I'm gonna say a soldier. Let's say, for example, well, actually, I don't want to pull any strings here. So let's just say a soldier from anywhere in the world can react to maybe 200 miles per hour from almost anything. If Deathstroke is 9 times better than that, that means he can react to things moving at 1800 miles per hour. Meaning he can dodge literally sniper rifle fire.
Wow.
Now that is pretty nuts. But does that compare to Snake?
Compared to Snake? I don't think so.
Yeah, no. 1,800 miles per hour is pretty good, but that's only a little bit over Mach 2. And Snake is literally light speed, which is like Mach freaking, I don't know, 1 million or something. So yeah, right. Snake's reaction speed is way better than Deathstroke's. So again, Snake is faster.
Yep.
Now martial art abilities. This is the tough one. Deathstroke can keep up with Batman, who has either mastered all the fighting styles in the world, or at least has mastered 10 different disciplines. And just has knowledge of all 136 of them. 136 different martial arts crammed in that brain. Jesus Christ, Batman. Talk about overcompensating.
Yeah, overcompensating much.
So with Deathstroke being able to go on par with Batman, fighting Snake, okay, that's tough. Is Deathstroke technically better martial arts than Snake?
I think so. Wait, what?
I mean, I think last time we said they're technically even. Because even though Deathstroke knows Bojutsu and the art of the sword, Snake has dealt with people who have used swordsmanship before.
Right, that's true.
But then again, Batman is able to deal with anyone with any weapon, and Deathstroke has gone up against Batman multiple times. Ooh, that's a tough cookie. We literally have to try and say... We would literally have to try and say if Deathstroke can match Batman. We also have to try and say is Snake able to match and beat Batman? Because if he has to beat Batman, well, that's the only way he's beating Deathstroke. Because if Deathstroke can match Batman, then Snake has to also beat Batman. Which, that's an argument for a whole another video. So, yeah, I think for now, just until we can fully figure it out, I think we could just say Deathstroke might be better than Snake, or is just able to react to every move Snake can throw out. But Snake is still going to be able to keep him on the ropes.
Yeah.
But then again, martial arts isn't everything when you're friggin' strong enough to punch down a building.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying Iron Fist can beat the Hulk. Which, no. I'm sorry, Iron Fist, you're a good fighter, but being the Hulk? Yeah, no. No. Stick to fighting Luke Cage, you have a way better chance. But enough lollygagging. Now let's compare their equipment. Now Deathstroke's easily going to have the better armor, because not only is his armor made of nth metal, it also is made of promethium, which literally is self-regenerated. He literally has a regenerating armor.
Yeah.
Now come on, that's just cheating. It's like he's wearing Superman's skin over him. Deathstroke is like if Wolverine's body became armor.
Yeah.
And the even more annoying thing is that Deathstroke himself also has a healing factor. Although that being said, it takes a long time for him to heal from any major injuries.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it took him like hours to like heal from his brain being blown to pieces.
So equipment. I mean, Deathstroke has his dual SMGs, which is pretty good. He can dual wield guns, but dual wielding guns isn't always practical sometimes.
Yeah. And also Deathstroke has his energy bow staff.
Which, I'll admit, that's pretty cool. Not only is the bow staff probably made of metal, it can produce energy beams out of the ends.
Right.
Which, I'll admit, that's going to propose a problem for someone like Snake. But I reckon Snake can figure something out to deal with that.
Yeah.
And he's dealt with stuff that's technically a lot weirder.
Yeah.
Now, question is, can Snake hurt Deathstroke while he's wearing his armor? Well, if Batman can do it, and Batman's technically weaker than Snake, I don't see why Snake wouldn't be able to hurt Deathstroke anyway.
Yeah.
I bet it would only literally take a single punch, and Deathstroke's head will literally shake back and forth like a bobblehead, and he'll probably fall unconscious.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, we're talking about someone who could punch down an entire building. Imagine that hitting your head, even if you aren't wearing the hardest armor in the universe. That's gonna hurt. I mean, seriously, sure, he's hitting the armor first, but that's not gonna stop Deathstroke's head from experiencing whiplash.
Yeah.
So, Deathstroke basically is a good shield, but a shield is only as good as the person who holds it. So if Deathstroke can't handle the pain, the pain from what Snake produces, then the armor is only delaying the inevitable knockout. Also, Snake's weapons have been strong enough to hurt giant mechs that are made completely out of freaking titanium. Sure, Deathstroke's armor is better than titanium, but that could even mean if Snake pulled out one of his best guns, like I don't know, his rocket launcher, that means it could damage Deathstroke's armor to an extent.
Right.
So once again, even though this seems a little bit like we're being biased, trust me, I'm not trying to be biased whatsoever. These are pure calculations and facts. But it just seems like Deathstroke and Snake being even is, not true whatsoever. Snake is way better. He's stronger.
And as a wise man once said, I don't care about our feelings.
Snake is stronger, faster, has really good equipment. Basically, he can basically see Deathstroke wherever he goes, and he knows if Deathstroke will start to panic. And he can literally use the fact that he can go invisible to make him afraid. At that point, Snake will literally act like Batman. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is the reevaluation. Originally, I thought Solid Snake was only just as good as characters from Resident Evil. Now I find out he's way better. Snake is no longer contending with Resident Evil people like Deathstroke and maybe even characters from like, I don't know, Dead Rising. Now he's contending with people like Master Chief.
Wow.
So, while I already may have a small decision, I want you guys, my viewers, to tell me what fight you would like to see Solid Snake be in. Leave in the comments below, and I might even leave some suggestions. But as for what my idea is, well, strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. This is a doozy. He's fought Leon, he's fought Deathstroke, and we've mentioned it so many times. I think it's finally time we put the question to the test. Skyward, I hope you're ready for this because I've been leaving this as a surprise.
Ooh, what is it?
I think I'm finally going to answer the question I've been wondering for many, many years. Who would win between Solid Snake and Batman? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pin the man who makes the impossible possible versus the goddamn Batman.
Knight.
The Dark Knight versus the Super Soldier. Snake versus Batman. So whether it be Season 4 or Season 5, eventually, Snake is going to have his third fight, and for the first time ever on my channel, I'm finally bringing in Batman.
Hell yeah.
Will Batman win his first debut, or will he be the third victim to this massively impossible super soldier? Well, I'll see you guys maybe in Season 4, and you will find out. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to join the Hedgehog Saiyan Nation today. Also, if you guys want to see more reevaluation videos, let me know in the comments below, and I will maybe do some other ones. Maybe there's some other battles that I did wrong and I need to reevaluate my decisions, and then I will try to recreate my mistakes. And guys, please do go in the description below and subscribe to my friend Skyward Mochi.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Skyward, and helping me out today. How friggin' flabbergasted are you, or how friggin' overpowered Snake is?
I'm beyond flabbergasted, man.
Alright guys, well that's enough of that. I'll see you guys in the actual next Who Would Win video. I hope to see you guys in whatever next video I do. And I want you all to stay awesome. And as always, a Dragon Fest. Hiya!